I think he will be in best position to answer this, but whatever I can answer, I'll try to answer. I think it's the hunger to perform, that willingness to take up the challenge. Every opportunity, different people look at the same thing in different ways. That famous example of half glass of water. Whether it's half full or half empty, how you see it. And I feel his biggest plus point is he takes everything as a challenge. He wants to improve. He wants to contribute in each and every game. And that's what it's all about, because he wants to contribute, he wants to score runs, he prepares well, he takes care of his fitness, he knows, he understands now in different wickets how he's supposed to bat so that he can score runs. And we all know once he gets going, once he gets a start, he always converts it into a big innings, which I feel is one of the most important thing for any youngster, coming into the game. When you're scoring runs, make sure you score a lot of runs, because everybody will go through a bad patch. And what you have to do is try to minimize that duration. And the best way is, when you're going through your purple patch, make sure you're scoring a lot of runs. Well, it's very simple. What an innings is all about is how you're converting. When you're under pressure, there are few ways how you tackle pressure. At times we have seen in Test cricket or ODI and T20 format, when there's a lot of pressure, often individual, they go for the big shot. It seems at that point of time that that's the best option. But when you're under a lot of pressure, the best way to deal with is to take a single, go to the other end. Because that calms you down. At the same time, you have that positive intent because you're looking for a single. And you know your areas, and everybody knows what their strength is. For some it's a flick, for some it's a cut. So if it's in your area, you have to play your shot. If not, try to take a single, go to the other end. And if you see his batting, that's what he really does. And where he has an edge over others is, you have to push hard. That's why, he loves batting with individuals who can run hard with him. Because running hard is the easiest way to score runs. You hit it in the mid-wicket, between long on and mid-wicket. If you have two good runners, you can convert that 1 into 2 or 1.5 runs into 2. And that puts a lot of pressure on the bowler and the fielding side. So that's what it's all about, how you calculate, what are the stuff that you need to do. And of course, you need to bat, minimum 70 to 80 balls, to score 100. Yes, in the T20 format, we have seen 15 or 16 ball 50, but I'm saying on an average, you need to bat that many deliveries, and for that, you have to prepare yourself. That's a very obvious answer. People don't score runs in 1 or 2 games. That question will be asked. If Shikhar doesn't score in 1 more game, the question will be why not Jinx to open and, Shikhar left out. So I feel it's important to back players, and at the same time, if you see, there are too many people who needs to bat at that number 3 slot. If you compare the stats, especially when it's happening in India, you'll see there are a lot of individuals who should bat at 3, but Virat gets an edge. And in the same way, I think he deserves that number 4 position more than anyone else. And I feel it's important to back him. Yes, there will be tactical changes when he won't get that slot, but overall, I think he's the best option. We thought there'll be some kind of assistant for the bowlers initially, and when there's a bit of extra moisture, the spinners also get a bit of turn. So that was the reason we said we'll also get to see how the wicket is behaving. And looking at it, we thought it can only get better. It can't get worse, because it was not like a dry wicket, where it's very brittle and it's breaking down. So that was the reason, they would have been under pressure to score too many runs, thinking about our batting lineup. But at times what happens is to look for those extra 20, 30 or 40 runs, you end up getting 20 runs short.